Welcome to Internet Evolution's Executive Takes series of interviews with senior executives focused on driving innovation in their industries and organizations. This is Jack Danahy, Director for Advanced Security at IBM Security Systems. Jack is responsible for integrating developing security risks and trends into IBM strategy, outreach, and product management. He is responsible for IBM's Institute for Advanced Security and for increasing security awareness and traction within critical IBM industry sectors.
The amount of connectivity that happens between systems, which traditionally would have been internal to my network, connecting through some interface externally and then back into someone else's network, is becoming a lot more tightly joined. And so as a result, I have to understand those relationships. As an organization chooses to partner more closely with a business process provider, with perhaps a point-of-sale provider, they have to recognize that they are opening themselves up by virtue of that relationship to any security problems that other organization may have. And at the same time, what kinds of queries, what kinds of interactivity do I allow from this partner as it attaches itself back into my own systems? And so there are ways in which to automate this, and it all starts with understanding those junction points, those applications, those interfaces, those data sets where I expect to see interactivity with these partner providers. It will be some time before I can automatically know everything and why things have gone wrong in those relationships. But automating technologies can tell me when things are different. It can raise the flag that allows a knowledgeable individual or another suite of tools to look into those events and understand whether they really are critical, whether they are security problems. That automation allows me to have a lot more insight than I could ever have done were I simply one person looking at one log, one at a time. The very first thing to do to eliminate complexity is to be able to recognize the trees in the forest. Don't get too focused on the individual elements, but know that it is in the composition of this complexity that the road home exists. I have to do a good job of painting for myself a clear picture of what different kinds of security I care about, what different kind of users I expect to see, what different kinds of transactions and models I expect to see realized through it. And then I can begin to approach this complex problem of the overarching challenge of security by applying the right lenses to the different kinds of challenges that I have. So the way through this complexity is to recognize that we're not going to solve this problem by simply putting some large blanket over everything.